Welcome, folks. I'm Jabby Kaway, joined by Courtney Scott Wright.
Hello.
And it's Charker.
Hello.
We are continuing on with She-Hulk. This time, episode, 8? Are we on episode 8?
We are on episode
Ribbit
8.
and Ribbit is the name of this episode. Thanks so much for joining us. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabbyKaway, or become a member of this channel so you can watch the whole thing with us. No cuts or interruptions, but you will need your own Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction, and it'll be like you're watching with 3 of your favorite pals from the internet. Now, if you're watching this on Patreon or memberships already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. Here we go.
Is this OLED or QLED? My online research tells me OLED better for color resolution and picture quality. Funny enough, I actually read the option.
Oh no.
The store might be closed, but you forgot
He looks
about
like a Power Ranger.
the guard frog.
He looks like Kick-Ass to me.
Yeah, he does. He's got the same colors.
Oh, okay.
But my name is Leapfrog.
Yes, that has been noted several times, Mr. Patilio. Cool. So, your defective suit?
Right. So I was surrounded by these huge guys
Twisting toe jam!
What the hell?
Twisting toe jam?
to me. So, in order to de-escalate the situation, I shouted my signature catchphrase. Time to ribbit and rip it!
Ouch.
My inflammable suit with a 900-degree threshold is on fire. And you guessed it, I have third-degree burns all over my legs.
Ooh.
I deserve justice.
What?
You chose that.
What is the name of the manufacturer?
Luke Jacobson. He specializes in super suits.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I do not make suits that malfunction. My work speaks for itself. Oh, excuse me. What did you say? She-Hulk will never get another suit by Luke Jacobson ever again?
Oh, man.
Then you shouldn't have betrayed me, you greasy old buffalo. You are blocked, blacklisted, and reported.
Now, I am gonna take you down.
Well, I hope it's not down to wherever it is you get your ugly clothes from.
See you in court.
Aww.
Can...
Goodbye, tragedy.
I have to remember some of those. You greasy buffalo.
Mr. Jacobson.
Of course I'm not representing myself, Your Honor. I'm not a fool.
Then where is your counsel?
Finally!
I'm here.
Golly!
Hello.
Yes. Best line of the whole series.
As a first point of order, I'd like to ask that the opposing counsel's motion to compel production of the defendant's client list be rejected, as it's not relevant to the litigation.
Who's this asshole? If the defendant has nothing to hide, then why not hear from his
I would
clients?
say that's a gross invasion of people's privacy based on a very shaky what if.
Yeah.
Now, Ms. Walters chose to have her identity be public, but it isn't up to her to choose for everyone else. This isn't about privacy for privacy's sake. If this information is not protected, not only would it ruin my client's career, it could put a lot of people in a lot of danger. And all over one man's misuse of a suit.
I'm in agreement with Mr. Murdock. Motion
Yeah.
to compel discovery is denied.
Does that mean I don't get a new suit?
Sit down.
Is that what you wanted?
Oh my God.
What an idiot.
Mr. Patilio, what kind of fuel did you use in your boosters?
Jet fuel.
Wait a minute. You used jet fuel in your boosters? Because that's not what my instructions said.
What?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you're
He's
an
lying.
idiot.
He literally just said it.
If the plaintiff ignored the manufacturer's explicit instructions, then the defendant is absolved of all liability. I'm dismissing this case.
Am I gonna go to jail?
No, but I would like you to. Luke,
Yes, clown.
I just wanted to apologize.
For daring to question my craftsmanship.
Is there any way that we could go back to you being my tailor?
Jennifer, Jen.
No.
No.
I don't feel bad. Why did he level this up already?
Jen Walters can use the law to help people when society fails them. And She-Hulk can help people when the law fails them.
She's so turned on.
So you
Yeah.
can, if you choose.
Be the best of both worlds.
Excuse me for a moment.
Do you blame her?
No.
I wish we got this a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Like episode 2.
We're all feeling this, right? It's not just me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, do you want another round?
Jen, I am so sorry. I have to go. Something has just come up with work.
Oh, yeah. Totally. I got work, too.
It was really not... It was nice meeting you.
Why aren't you giving him your number?
Any number where he can
He can get her
possibly find
number.
you. He already know. He can find her house.
So I was at an auction recently buying art, and then get this. They had an authentic Wakandan war spear. So I, of course, win the auction. A milli. Dollars?
I got that.
Yeah, so, I mean, you gotta see it, right?
Oh, he just wanted a
Here it is.
date?
Check this out.
That's all this was?
Boom.
Yeah.
How cool is that? I mean, I own that
Oh,
now.
is that what it is?
You're not supposed to be having that, sir.
I feel like he's involved in the theft of her.
Yeah.
They want it back because apparently it was stolen by colonizers, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's you.
I got the receipts. You know, listen, babe, let's just drop the whole koi thing. Because I don't play games, okay? And I
Yeah.
can feel it, and I can tell that we're both feeling it.
Goodbye. Oh, and I'm billing you for the whole hour.
Yeah.
Grody.
I nearly threw up too.
Yeah.
You gotta shoot a shot, I guess.
Not like that. That was a waste of 4 minutes we didn't need to see.
Oh, thank God, Miss Walters, it's Leapfrog. Listen, you gotta help me. I think I'm being attacked.
Legally or physically?
Oh, definitely physically, but I mean, maybe legally too.
Where are you?
Okay, finally.
On my way to the lily pad.
Is that a place I'm supposed to know?
Yeah, it's my famous secret lair. I added you to find my friends. Okay, I'm gonna try to lose them in this parking lot.
I feel like Daredevil's the
I know,
one
exactly.
he's fighting.
Yeah.
We'll meet in the middle.
Wear the suit.
Yes!
Come on. Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's gotta be you!
My car!
Oh.
Yes!
Finally!
The man without fear!
You need to back off.
And waste this outfit? Eugene, get out of here.
You're making a mistake.
You made a mistake when you messed with my client. 'Cause now I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Oh.
Damn.
Whoa.
My ass remains unwhooped.
They're so flirting.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't know it, but he is.
Oh.
Where are you going? We're not done.
You're very persistent, aren't you?
Whoa. Hey, you're breaking someone else's property. You can't do that.
It's cheating.
Come on!
Aw, it's really
Oh.
not fair.
Damn.
That'll hurt him a lot.
Whoa, Jen.
Matt? Wait, do you pretend to be blind, man? Because that is really problematic.
Yes, Leapfrog is the bad guy here. He kidnapped Luke Jacobson. He's holding him hostage.
Why didn't you tell me that before we fought?
Why didn't you ask me before immediately trying to whoop my ass?
Are you like a superhero? Like the Gold Devil?
I'm Daredevil.
Like that music.
It is very daring to use ketchup and mustard as your color scheme.
Sorry, Luke, you said that.
No,
I need to save my client from your client.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
You ever destroyed a parking lot before?
Oh, crap. I'll go leave a note.
Really? He has a sign?
Oh my God.
I'm talking bulletproof shields, fancy AI with a British voice that talks to you.
A British voice like Iron Man?
There are 25 goons in the building. 7 below us, 8 in the front, and 10 in the hallway.
How do you know that?
I can hear their heartbeats.
You can hear their heartbeats? Come on, that's a little far-fetched.
I can hear yours too. Your heart's beating pretty fast.
What? No, it's not. I'm healthy.
Let me do my thing.
Yeah, and I will do my thing.
You don't have a thing. You don't ever do this. Just follow my lead.
Okay, I guess that's pretty cool.
But that doesn't mean I'm cool with being a baby frog.
Wait, I thought you wanted to call us tadpoles.
Yeah, man. How do you not know what a baby frog is?
Ah, damn, what a stunt. Oh. Nice.
Yes!
Cool.
Wow, upgrade.
Hey, Titan, backup's on the way.
How much backup? Oh.
So this is where Jen comes in?
Is this kind of like an homage to the hallway fight scene a little bit?
A little bit. That's pretty good.
Oh. Hulk smash.
She-Hulk smash. I am helping you, stopping you from getting into even more trouble. Go, call the police.
Don't you yell at me. I'm already very stressed out.
I'd angle this more as a form of traumatic expression due to undiagnosed PTSD.
So the devil ninja guy, he's a lawyer?
No, I'm just a big fan of legal dramas.
This guy's really kind of doing it for me.
No shame in retreat. Ribbit and Ribbit.
Gosh,
Oh.
That's not a painful.
Oh, you're dumb.
Real dumb.
Oh my God. You're such an idiot.
You're forgiven.
So, you'll make my gala dress?
Yes, of course. I'm not a monster. Try not to get too bloated between now and then.
Shade.
So rude.
Thanks for your help with all this.
Thanks for your help.
Aw.
When do you head to New York?
Tomorrow.
Oh.
Hey, maybe next time I'm in town, I can take you out to dinner.
Yeah, or maybe we could skip all of that and just...
Oh my God, Jen, you have to stop.
No. We give her a pass on this one.
No.
Hands down. Yes.
She doesn't learn from her mistakes.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's not a mistake. That is a well-placed
I mean, that's hot,
action.
but still. Jen, have some self-respect.
No, I mean, with the other ones. With the other ones.
We cannot be making exceptions for Matt Murdock, okay?
Yes, we can. The walk of shame. I love it.
There's some guy outside dressed in a devil costume, and he's doing the walk of shame because he's... What? Oh, you did with the...
Yeah.
Oh, all right, and we're happy?
Oh, we're happy.
Okay. All right, you're the devil. We gotta go. You can tell me about it later. We have to do your hair and your makeup. And where is the gown from Luke?
Oh, for the gala? Wait, we're doing the gala? That doesn't feel right. Is next episode the finale?
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
This is the big twist, isn't it? But the question is it the kind of twist that's like, ooh, there's another Hulk, but this one's red, or like, I'm getting fridged?
We gotta make you look amazing.
She's supposed to be Wolverine? Okay, sexy runway walk.
You can't cover up a Luke Jacobson Zoo Hair Maraud collaboration.
Well, that's
Jennifer She-Hulk Walters.
Let's go!
Tara Hunter. Alice Chen.
Oh, what?
Barbara Wells. Mallory Book.
Are they?
What?
Are they all one?
What's it like being a female lawyer?
So special and empowering. I love it.
Twice the work, half the recognition, and you're constantly being asked what it's like being a female lawyer.
Good answer.
She-Hulk does not deserve your attention. She does not deserve your praise. She does not deserve the power she stole from the Hulk.
Oh my God, can somebody cut this off?
A superhero.
Please? Okay, can we stop this?
And she's a
Stop.
Oh!
Wow.
Somebody put a camera in her? Wow. Talk about shame.
It was Josh.
Of course it was.
Don't do it.
Go get him. Oh. Oh.
Wow.
Well, shit.
Why did it take us so long to get to an actual episode?
Yes, that is the question. Like, oh my gosh.
I mean, did we need to go to the She's a place? But
that was literally the most awful thing that they could have said. Honestly, I was just like, oh my God, they went there.
I understand that we've been building towards this, but why that?
It's supposed to be something that real life celebrities identify with. They get called things like that.
Oh, and then there's a sex tape.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's also something that just happens a lot to women. Like, that's always a conversation that people will have about women, just trying to shame them for what they do in the bedroom.
I mean, you're looking for something degrading.
Exactly.
To insult them. You want to hurt them. That's why that word was used.
I felt hurt for her. I was like, why'd you have to go there?
It was so shocking just because it's the first time we heard that used in anywhere in the MCU. It was like, whoa, that was a lot. And it was a weird place to go to, just like, because I was just off of the high of Daredevil and that whole thing, the romance and the action there, and it finally feeling like what I've been wanting from this season. Then to like go the complete opposite direction in a dark place like that, I was like, oh, okay, well, that's certainly a direction to go.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. It was like, for the first time, I wanted them to end it the way they have been ending it every single episode these last 7 weeks, as opposed to leaving me necessarily on a cliffhanger with defamatory language about the character that we've fallen in love with, or that, you know, like, you hope that we have been developed this connection to.
Yeah.
And to have her talked about in that way was really kind of upsetting. Like, I didn't really I could have waited to hear all of this next week, and then we would have had some sort of at least resolution, as opposed to like ending such a great episode that we've been waiting for like that. That's just
I
me.
think that it's certainly going to get talked about, to say the least.
Yeah.
I mean, they did two things that are going to get talked about. They finally brought Daredevil in, and they went to a place in terms of controversy that is going to, you know, stir conversation.
Especially since like Tony Stark has been the beginning of Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2, he was a womanizer. You know, he was known for his relationships.
But that's always been the way, hasn't it? Like,
exactly.
Just generally, it's been like, oh, it's okay for men to do that, but it's definitely not okay for women to do that. And I mean, even for me, when I saw her getting it on with Daredevil, I was
just about to say that.
No.
You're like, no, like, why him? And I was like, no, yes, do it.
I care about you, and I want him to respect you.
And this is also a character, like Jennifer Walters is someone who at the beginning of the season didn't even have a dating app. So this is her like learning how to be comfortable with herself.
Yeah.
Not only as Jen, but also as She-Hulk. That's the one thing that we've really been focusing on for these last 7 weeks is She-Hulk and Jennifer Walters learning to coexist, and or Jen to accept herself completely. And so for now that she's actually doing that, she walks in with that confident, powerful stride.
Yeah.
And then this is where you take her down to. Ultimately taking us right back to the pilot, which is what Bruce told her. Like, you don't have your emotions in check, when she was like, oh, I can do this. Like, I can shift when I want. I can change back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, here we are when she is faced with a situation that challenges her anger and rage. And she does exactly what he said she would do from the pilot.
This episode, I think, really gave us everything that we have been wanting in this show. Like, we saw her lawyering and, you know,
really lawyering.
I feel
like an actual case.
Yeah, and having her up against Matt Murdock as a lawyer, right? And he's super badass, and he totally like handed it to her in that courtroom. He was so good, but it made her step up as well. And I feel like having Daredevil in the episode made She-Hulk step up, and I loved their chemistry chemistry together. Like, they were just such a delight to watch, just kind of bouncing off each other. And I think that's the thing. It's like when you put people who are good in the same space and let them play, you're really giving them the opportunity to shine. And it was magnetic. I couldn't take my eyes off them.
I really don't know why we needed those in between episodes, because I was trying to justify it in my mind, like why they structured it this way. And I think the whole idea was to give Jen an opportunity to be on her own and stand on her own as a character before we bring in this other really, really strong character.
Yeah.
Because once he shows up, all people are going to want is them together, right?
Yeah, they're very dynamic.
Yes.
You know?
And so the issue is all the stuff by herself it pales in comparison. It's just boring in comparison to seeing them together.
Except for Madison.
Yeah.
He's also a full character in Echo, so he may have not been schedule-wise available for any other episode except for the last two.
Whatever the case is, it's like I just wish that stuff on her own, built leading up to this episode, was just stronger. I see people in the comments are like, "Oh, this is my favorite episode," or "I had a really good time," and I'm like, "Cool, for you guys, that's great." I'm glad that people enjoyed stuff along the way, way more than I did. I did not as much as I wanted to until this episode. There was like touch and go in terms of positivity, but like this one, for the most part, I'm like, this was a great episode. And even though I understand like why that stuff made you uncomfortable towards the end, I'm like, I see why they went there.
I do. I understand why they went there.
I didn't necessarily need it. I think they did enough without the use of that word, but I get it. And I'm like, all right, cool. Now it's like getting somewhere meaty.
This episode, unlike the previous one, well, maybe like 3 of the last 7, and I'm being generous. This one had a beginning, middle, and end. It had a full structure and story, and we knew where we were going. We knew what the problem was, and we knew what was going to happen at the end between Jen and Matt Murdock. Whereas the other ones, it was really just kind of like floundering. Story-wise, case-wise, not even like Jen as a character in She-Hulk. It was just literally what is happening right now. And I understand that, like you said, like I know so many people who are loving this show just as a comedy and bringing all the elements that we see in a lot of the Marvel MCU films, and it's just purely comedy. And I support that. It's fun, and you can have fun. You can even have episodes that aren't necessarily serialized and or connected, but they should be leading somewhere. Like even the bit about like her getting her DNA stolen. You started that in the episode 2, and you never really came back into it until kind of last week. Like Josh, maybe he was like he was copying her phone, and we're guessing that he took her DNA.
Yeah.
But like it literally just took too long from episode 2 to episode 7. And everything else in between was like mush.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think, what you're saying, like this episode really worked for me because tonally it still feels really like a comedy. It was a sitcom. It had all of that. It had everything that they sold us, but it also had that superhero flavor, which had been severely lacking earlier, as well as the lawyering.
Yeah.
Like they finally figured out the right combination here to make it really fun. I wanted to ask you guys, how did you feel about Daredevil's appearance in the show?
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I mean,
for his first line to be, "I'm here," it was everything. It was all I needed.
I thought
you know what I mean?
he did a great job. I mean, he added so much that this show fucking needs.
Depth. He added depth and charm and grace.
Having just recently watched Daredevil season 1, I thought that they actually balanced it out really well. Did it feel different after watching Daredevil so recently? Absolutely.
Yes.
Like the tone is completely different.
Yes.
But Charlie Cox is so good because he still brings that Daredevil essence, even though it's a lighthearted version of it, which I appreciate.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. You're taking the words right out of my mouth, because the fact of the matter is, it's a different kind of Daredevil, but it still retains the core of who he is established from the other 3 seasons, or 4 seasons, I guess, because of what's the combination
Defenders.
show?
Defenders, yeah.
Yeah, so if you think about, even in terms of like the last season of Daredevil and where the trajectory of what Matt Murdock learned about himself, it honestly is kind of perfect who he has become, given everything that he went through in that last season and had to break through within himself.
Yeah.
So then to see him here, he is now in an opportunity to encourage Jen, which is the one thing that we kind of needed. From the pilot, Bruce was saying, you could be a superhero. Her saying, I don't want to be a superhero. I'm not a superhero. To now she's with Matt Murdock, who then she finds out is in fact a hero. And just that conversation before she even knew who he was, it was like, he explained to her, and on her level, you have the potential to do something really great, not only as Jennifer Walters in a legal sense, but as She-Hulk on the opposite side, helping people.
Yeah.
It was just really powerful.
While there are characters that have been interesting for Jen to interact with, there is a real, genuine chemistry between Jen and Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
Like, it's so vibrant, just the flirting and whatnot. Even, like, you were kind of yakking over it, but when he was about to leave the bar, it was like, I was trying to ask for her number, but he couldn't quite do it. And the way he hesitated and smiled and sort of laughed at himself.
His dimples are just, they're just yummy.
I loved all that. I liked their dynamic so much. And when they were sort of like playing off of each other and like, this is not your thing, you don't have a thing, and blah, blah, blah. And them just sort of leaning against each other in front of the sign. Like every single moment was just so good, you know, in terms of their chemistry and dynamic together.
Well, I feel like, you know, these past however many episodes, I almost feel like Tatiana Maslany's talent has kind of been a little wasted. I don't know if I'm like wrong in saying that, because I love her. I think she is amazing.
She's phenomenal.
Yeah,
actress.
and I haven't really seen her be that level of wonderful in this show yet until this episode, and I'm like, yes, that's the Tatiana that I know. That's the Tatiana that I love, and she's sparkling and she's shiny, and their chemistry is just, you know, off the charts.
It's like she had something to work with.
Yes.
She had something to sink her teeth into
Yes.
in this script, as well as make a connection with a character on her level. Because Matt Murdock isn't just like a sexy guy that she wants to like hook up with. He's also her equal.
Yes.
Like her
Intelligence-wise.
she's her
Yeah.
and he's her intelligent equal. He is
Yeah.
her like professional equal, and or in some ways he totally was superior in that courtroom.
He schooled her.
He schooled her on
Yeah.
like a lot of in a lot of places, and also he's helping kind of like in a way mentor her.
Yeah.
as a superhero.
Yeah.
So it's really just like this and I keep saying dynamic, but this really like exciting thing to watch these two people just connect.
Yeah.
You know?
And 8 episodes in, I'm still not sold on breaking the fourth wall. There has not been a single instance of that where I'm like, yes. Whereas like with Deadpool, every time he does it, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys like? It's one of those things where I'm like, okay, fine.
I actually
let's
didn't
just-
mind it in this episode.
I don't mind it, but I don't love it.
forgot
It's
about
just
it.
it's just there. It's just like, ugh.
When it happened today, like when she was like, oh, wait, this episode should be over. I was like, wait, what? Why are you talking to me? Oh, right, because this is what you do. I loved it in the pilot. In the pilot, I thought it worked.
I just wish they took that out of like the episode would have functioned all the same without that nonsense. Like, what are you trying?
Yeah, even
what are
if
you
Nikki
trying
just
to
came
accomplish? Well, like, what are you trying to do? That's what I don't get. It's like it's not funny. It's just stalling. It's like, oh, this episode should be over now, right? It should be over. Well, why is this? Why are you guys still here? It's like, how is this funny to anybody? Like, let's get to the next part. Just go to it.
The Taylor was like Lee Jacobson. He was stellar.
Yeah.
He had some great lines. What was it? Greasy Buffalo?
Yeah, you greasy buffalo. I just loved all the shade that he
All
was
of
throwing
it.
at her, but he's such a
Don't
fun
gloat.
character. Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. I kind of love you and hate you at the same time. You're great. But that's what you were saying to the strength of the casting of this show is like a lot of the smaller guest characters or supporting characters are really well cast, and they just feel really fun and effervescent and bubbly.
And they enhance the episodes more so than our lead has been given the chance to. That's speaking to like what you were saying about Tatiana Maslany and like what we all know about Orphan Black, and like having seen her in these multiple characters that have like just completely, you know, different personalities. This is the first episode within this series that we really got to see her act even like a fraction of what we know she's capable of.
Exactly.
So,
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Do subscribe, bell icon, all notifications, vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. If you're a Patreon or one of the YouTube members, thanks so much for supporting us here. I'm Jabby Kuwait. This is
Courtney Wright.
And
Ashara Kirk.
peace out.